after a very cozy night in this apartment here in Costa Rica, after a night of rest like I have not had in as long as I can recall, certainly over a week, I'm preparing to ride deeper into Costa Rica. Yesterday I rode about 50 miles into this country, about 20 miles through the conclusion of Nicaragua, the same country that held me up quite a bit at the border, truthfully, maybe most of an hour, checking many details. It was the most intensive search and questioning that I've experienced on the whole tour. In fact, probably any border in my life. I survived that and was a bit frustrated when I got back underway and I had a big headwind and it was super hot. So a repeat from the days before. Earlier that morning before the stop at the border, I had a tailwind and it was fairly cool and I was loving it. But all is well. The roads to get to where I am here in Chiles, Costa Rica, are not ideal for cycling. The trucks are rolling far too fast and are much too close for comfort. And unfortunately, there'll be more of that today. Until I get to Puerto Viejo, shortly thereafter, I'll be on dirt roads for about 20 miles. And then at the conclusion of that, I'll be at La Suerte, the biological field station owned by Madeiras Rainforest Conservancy.
You wanna know what's beginning of love? You look so high, but you can't see enough.
I have departed the oil, the asphalt, the pavement, and I have initiated a 14-mile section, all gravel. I spoke with two locals, one on a bicycle, kitted up on a Specialized, very fast, but also willing to pause and full of kindness. He warned me against this road. He suggested that I consider going the long way, all on oil or just about. And then I had desayunos, a breakfast in Puerto Viejo. And the ladies at that, let's call it a cafe, they also encouraged me to go the long way. The long way is about 2 times the distance. In the end, after going back and forth a couple of times, I decided to come this way based on one fact. I had survived the track road in Newfoundland on the same bike with the same gear. And so I thought, how bad could this be? Hopefully not famous last words. Also, I had looked up earlier in the day the elevation gained along the 14-mile stretch, and it's less than 200 feet. It sounded good to me, so despite the encouragement of the locals, I'm gonna roll the dice.
Just find it and take it, don't let regret it. Make me your only one. You choose it, don't lose it, don't let confuse it. Only then you'll be God. Feel like that. Feel like that. Feel like that.
Those of us that are traveling light, this 14 miles of dirt pose no threat. A little bit of patience, and actually you get to see another side of Costa Rica that a person might otherwise miss. Well, that side of Costa Rica is very interesting for what I'm about to do. That is to try to plant 5,000 trees. And interesting because I'm riding through cleared land. It's all agricultural space by now, massive banana plantations, also pineapple, which I think is what's behind me. This is why the forest is in trouble in this part of Costa Rica. We've just taken too big of a bite to grow the food that ends up all over the world, no doubt, in grocery stores.
I have officially made it to the biological field station known as La Suerte, and I am being guided the last half a mile by Ernesto. So, this is a beautiful short track through the forest. No longer am I riding along agricultural lands. Already I can see that the field station has invited nature to persist and all the critters that exist in this forest on either side of the road. I'm excited to be here. It's 15,000 kilometers or so in 5 months to get here. No doubt I'll rest well tonight, but I am eager to put some trees in the ground because the winter will arrive to Argentina in just a few months, so I must take care how much I absorb and stay here at this beautiful space.
Feel like I